Welcome to this week's edition of the NT Prep Preview. I'm sports writer Brandon LaChance, and these are my cohorts, sports editor Kevin Chlum and sports writer Jared Bell. This week we'll discuss prep playoff football, postseason volleyball, and state cross country. We had 5 teams in the first round of prep football. How did they do?
Well, we had 2 teams who are still alive. They won last weekend. The Marquette started off the playoffs on Friday night with a 33-12 victory over Cissna Park. No, it was Milford-Cissna Park. Sorry, I got the...
It's a mouthful.
Yeah, I got it mixed up there. And so they move on to the second round for the second year in a row, and they will face Abington-Avon on Saturday at 3 p.m. Marquette's the 1 seed, Abington is the 4 seed, and they beat Chicago Hope, a member of Marquette's conference, in the first round. Then Hall also won. They won on Saturday, had to go all the way down to Bismarck-Henning, 2 hours and 45 minutes away. They pulled out a 20-7 victory. Hall is the 6th seed. They beat the number 3 seed. They will now come home to play Moments, the number 7 seed, at 2 p.m. on Saturday. Should be another good game for the Red Devils.
All right. River Valley went out to Erie to play Erie-Prophetstown and lost 50-28. They were down by 2 in the beginning of the fourth quarter, 30-28, but 3 touchdowns by the running game of Erie cut the game on, cut the playoff short for River Valley.
It was a great rally for River Valley to get back to within 2 points, but they just couldn't finish the job. So we also had St. Bede, who had their season come to an end with a very close loss Friday night at Winnebago. St. Bede was the second to last team to get in the playoffs, so the number 16 seed in their half of the bracket. They still had a chance. They were down by 3 points and had 4 opportunities late in the game, 4 possessions to try to score and take the lead. They never got close. They were finally, Winnebago delivered the knockout punch late in the game. We also had Fieldcrest, who we knew had a tough draw against Newman, whose only loss is against the number 1 ranked team in 2A. So Newman beat the, Fieldcrest. It was 41-0. They dominated every single aspect of the game. Fieldcrest only had 40 yards of total offense, and their quarterback Drew Barth, who was a great star this season for Fieldcrest, had 3 interceptions. So it was a tough day for them and tough day for a lot of our teams except for Hall and Marquette.
Tough sounds like an understatement in that game.
Yeah, is that one of the worst draws ever for playoff football?
And except
very unfortunate.
Fieldcrest was trying to win their first ever playoff game, and you were hoping that this year would be the year, but as soon as you saw that Newman draw, you knew it would be a very, very difficult test for the Knights.
Also in postseason is volleyball. We have 2 remaining teams.
Well, not surprising, LaSalle Peru was still left. It was a little bit tight for the Lady Cavs though last week. Yeah, I thought they would roll through that regional in 4 sets. It took 6, but they've won their 3rd regional title in a row, 6th in the last 7 years, and 14th in 25 years under Mark Capricorn. So they will be moving. They're in the sectional now at Princeton, and this is Tuesday morning, so they're scheduled tonight to play Sterling in the sectional semifinals. Team they've beaten twice, and they advance to play Thursday.
Yeah, kind of with LP, an ugly win is better than a beautiful loss at this point in the season because you want to keep it going. But we also had Fieldcrest, who won the 2A Hall Regional. That was a really tough regional, and Fieldcrest really dominated and flexed its muscle, and so it showed how much better they were than everybody else. Like Kevin said, this is Tuesday morning, and they play in the sectional semifinal at El Paso Gridley against Lamont's Mount Assisi, who a lot of our teams have kind of met in the past. A lot of times it's later in the postseason, like a super sectional. But if Fieldcrest can win, they will move into Thursday's title game, and a win on Thursday for both either LP or Fieldcrest. We're going to do the super sectional on Saturday, but win on Saturday make them send them to state.
This past weekend was sectional on the cross-country course when we had many runners advance to this weekend's state meet.
We'll start in 2A. LaSalle Peru is sending 2 girls to this weekend's state meet at Detwiller Park in Peoria. That's Megan Krolak and Leslie Roca, who finished 7th and 8th at the sectional in Normal Community West sectional. Then in 1A, the girls were well represented at the Oregon sectional. We have 2 teams moving on. Marquette girls got 3rd, and Henry Milling girls got 4th. And as far as individuals, Fieldcrest Maria Baldwin got 4th, and Emily Lamoille's Megan Grady also is advancing after she got 7th. And then in the boys' side, in the 1A Oregon sectional, we had Al Baldonado from Hall. He got 5th, and then Alex Peters from Henry got 7th. So there'll be a lot of runners this weekend.
And that's always a crazy scene down in state cross country. That's probably one of the best state events that the IHSA does. So hopefully those kids can do well down in the madness of Detwiller Park.
Definitely. if it was anything like sectionals, it's madness.
Oh yeah.
Also, we have basketball right around the corner with the girls starting practice this past Monday and the boys starting next Monday. Now it's time for the best segment in all the land, the NT Prep Preview Powerhouse Players of the Week.
Well, guys, our first Powerhouse Player of the Week is Hall's senior Colin Imany. The football star had a key fourth quarter interception in last Saturday's game at Marquette. He returned it for the touchdown. It's kind of a big momentum swinger for the Red Devils as they won 20-7 to advance to the second round of the playoffs.
And the second Powerhouse player is someone who also had a big day on Saturday. It's Maria Baldwin, Fieldcrest. We already mentioned she got fourth at the sectional, going to state. But oh yeah, she was sick the night before, throwing up all night. Was feeling nauseous when she woke up Saturday. Still got fourth. I couldn't run that fast if I was healthy, and let
And
alone
had about a mile
throwing up.
short.
Yeah. So a very impressive performance by Maria Baldwin.
That is very impressive. It's like Michael Jordan-esque
Yeah.
almost. The third Powerhouse player is kind of like a double edition. I'm going to go with both LP junior cross-country runners, Megan Krolak and Leslie Rocha, who finished 7th and 8th, as Kevin had already said. Thanks for checking us out, and make sure to come back next week at www.newstrib.com.
/
Sports.